Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 23 of our Brittany playthrough. Last episode we took over 3 provinces of England: Cornwall, Gloucestershire and Wessex. We also asked them politely, with a sword to their throat, to release Munster as a sovereign nation. Now the reason behind that, obviously the reason behind these 3 provinces is that we want more land, simple. But the reason behind releasing Munster as a nation, a sovereign nation, is that it is very, very easy to take land off a one-province minor, like Munster is now, and that's just what we're doing. We're fabricating a claim against them as we speak, behind their back. They like us a lot. Protestantism has spread to our moor. They like us a lot, and I kind of feel a bit bad, but then again, we're making money, we're gaining wealth, we're gaining power. It's all for the greater good, you could say. Yeah, so our moor, Protestantism has spread. Now we want to look at our rebels and possible rebels tab, because we've obviously got some English patriots, which I am not surprised, if I'm honest. We're going to make Gloucestershire and Wessex into cores. We should also make Cornwall into a core. Now those are going to take about 2 years. It's not too long of a wait, but we do need to keep this army, in particular here, just to mop up any rebels that may revolt or rise up against us. I'm intrigued over here because it says that there are Austrian units in Burgundy, and I'm not quite sure what's going on there, because they're not at war. They're not at war with Austria, they're at war with Milan and Pisa, and they're not allied with Austria either. Okay, so we're getting a call to arms. It is against France, who are allied with Lorraine, Genoa, the Papal State and Utrecht. We're going to accept that because I think that Burgundy can handle itself very well, actually. But if need be, we will take some mercenaries and we will attack. This could actually, thinking about it, be a very, very handy excuse to take some French land. Now, I need to think about this a second. It would be very nice to take some coastal provinces to bolster our trade power in the node. So I think we're going to aim to take Gascon and Le Bourd under our wing, I think. So we're going to hire some mercenaries, 7 mercenaries to be precise. And then we'll see how things go for us, I think. Right, move everyone into, let's go for Maine, I think. Just a centralised gathering location. So actually 6,000. Sorry. We're going to hire some more. We're still earning a fair amount of money each month, so it's not like it's hurting our finances too much to fund this war. I think this will turn out very nicely, actually. I'm quite glad Brittany got DOW, Declaration of War, if that's a verb that actually applies. Yeah, so we're going to move down into Gascon. We'll pick up this army on the way. We should get a leader, Dadar. He is actually a very, very competent leader. He has 4 pips in manoeuvre. Very, very useful. Very, very helpful. Land technology research useless, so we can lose prestige or military power. Now, we are at the moment putting down a lot of rebels, so we're going to lose prestige, just so we have military power to use the where is it? Use this button, harsh treatment. So we're going to do it in our moor, actually. We also, I think, should use it in Wessex and Gloucestershire. Now that did seem like a lot of military power, but I feel it will be worth it in the long run, of course. We're just gonna. It's very, very tense making calls on other countries, because, especially when you're doing 3 at once, because there is, at every single minute that you're doing it, there is a chance that there will be a revolt, and these tend to be very, very large revolts. We've gained the Conquest Casus Belli on Munster, that's fine. We will save that until after the war with France, I think. Now we can leave them be, I think. They're going to win, I think. I think that's the Swiss, isn't it? So it looks like we're on the same team as Switzerland as well. On paper, and there are obviously factors which can affect the game, not on paper, but on paper, numbers, they affect the game a lot. Now, numbers-wise, we are about triple the military strength of the other alliance, and this is a very, very favourable position to be in. It means that whatever they throw at us, we can do better. Burgundy obviously has an absolutely huge mercenary force, which is about to get beaten actually. Quite disappointingly. I thought they'd go along with my commentary and push back somehow, but they didn't. Lithuania, that's fine. You'll see this event a lot at the moment as Protestantism is spreading very, very rapidly. So Burgundy can field an absolutely massive mercenary army, which is one of its many perks. One of the many perks is playing Burgundy. It is mostly down to their monopoly over the cloth trade, and I want to have a look actually. Trade goods. So if you see here the cloth trade, Burgundy owns a lot of it, and if you own the largest market share in cloth, it gives, I think it's a minus 25% mercenary cost, and that is very, very, basically for every 4 mercenaries that you hire, you can hire another one for free compared to everyone else, and that is a very, very strong position to be in. We're not getting harassed very much down here. I think we're being pretty much left to our own devices, which I'm sure France will regret very, very soon, but I'm obviously not going to complain. I think what we should do, we should move these light ships down to the Côte d'Argent just to speed, just to speed this siege up slightly, somewhat. Just these modifiers. So I'm blockading them, so we're not at a disadvantage in that sense. It will move very fast from now on, I feel. Damn them. That's nothing to worry about too much. Minus 5% is not a big modifier. It's not very large. It shouldn't affect us too much. I don't see France coming back from this at all, especially as their whole alliance only has 18,000 people now, as opposed to our, I think that's about 120,000 troops. It's a very nice position to be in when you're at that much of an advantage, overwhelmingly more powerful than the other person, the other team I should say. Now France is on low war exhaustion, so that means when we do decide to sue for peace, which will be quite soon I feel, when we do decide to sue for peace, it's going to be very, very easy. Now I think we're going to wait a while. Now it is actually the Clevian Succession War, so I'm not quite sure what's going on actually. So it's Cleves, it's something to do with Cleves. Normally, there would be, in plain black and white, very simple terms, there would be the goal. Oh, it's here. Okay, sorry, very stupid. Take the capital of Berg. So, as soon as Burgundy, where is Berg? I want to see. As soon as Burgundy go, well, it's very hard to judge when Burgundy are going to sue for peace against France. I think we should try and not be greedy. Try not to be very greedy and maybe sue for peace very, very soon. Although, I think what we do for the moment is besiege Languedoc, and that is another coastal province, a very influential one. I think it has an estuary. Oh no, it doesn't have an estuary, that's fine. So the reason I'm taking coastal provinces is to increase my trade power, and trade power is obviously basically the main way to get money in this game, especially as playing as a mostly coastal nation ourselves. We should concentrate on the coastal provinces. Cornwall has been cored, very, very nice. These other two, because we don't have a claim on these two provinces, although we do have a claim on Wessex. Well, for whatever reason, coring is taking a lot longer. It will be another 2 years before it's finished, almost exactly. And that's not too much of a worry. We do have a 10,000 man army stationed in England. Nothing to worry about, I shouldn't think. Now, as soon as we've taken Languedoc, which will be very soon, I think, we're going to sue for peace. I really hope we haven't left this too late. Otherwise, things will... we will have lost quite a fair amount of money paying for mercenaries, and to not much benefit to our nation. Always a risk you have to take, really. Improvements in government technology. I'm just going to gain admin power. Not too much, but I'm not too worried about it, really. Now, because we have 10,000 manpower, as you can see up here, I'm going to hire a regiment in Guantanamo. And we're going to hire, I think, 2 regiments, actually. Because let's go crazy, why the hell not? And then after that, I'm going to build a couple of transport ships and maybe a galleon or 2. It will take time, of course, but colonization is not a slow process. Now, we're very close to winning this province off France. I'm going to put it on 5 speed just because it's too tense and I can't bear it. Oh, okay. So because we stationed our ships too far away from our own waters, they have sadly basically broken up into little pieces and drowned. It's not too much of a bad thing. There was only 2 light ships, I think. Now, this is the event which every other nation has been having, and it sucks. I'll read it out. Despite Henry I's effort to mediate between the different religious groups in our nation, conflicts have been erupting on a regular basis. The situation has worsened, and without drastic measures, we will soon be engulfed in a religious civil war. So we have the choice. We either lose 1 stability, or 6 religious regiments rise up in Morbihan. I think we're going to get religious regiments to rise up, because it's only 6 religious regiments. That's less than it normally is. So I'm not exactly scared about numbers. I think I'll be able to take them on very, very soon, because the war with France will, as you can see, very, very soon, that will be over. What do we want to do? I think we just want to lose admin power. We do have a lot of money, but the rich don't get rich by throwing away money. That's basically how it works. Right, now we are going to sue for peace. We are going to sue. We are going to ask for Gascon and Languedoc. Okay, my war score is only at 9%. This is very aggravating. Our war score is only at 9%, as France is such a massive place, and we have taken 2 provinces, but that's not enough to get 10% war score, and this is a very silly mechanic, and I'm not quite happy with it. But we're going to have to do something else to push us over the edge. I'm not quite sure what else we can do. I think we might go and take out this Lorrainian army, and that might well push us over to 10 war score, but we'll have to see. Okay, Battle of Metz. Right, pause quickly. Now, we still do not have 10% war score, as you can see. That one's interesting. I'm not sure we're going to be able to take any provinces really. Spread of Protestantism, very nice. Cornwall. I'm not sure we're going to profit too much from this war, but there are wars where you just don't profit, and you have to take that with the wars which you do profit, which we have had many of those. We have gained a lot of provinces in Europe and in England, which is very tricky actually, and I'm quite glad we managed to do it. We can invest in a new idea, and global tariffs plus 20%, we may as well do it, I think. Although, trade range would be very nice, I suppose. I think we're actually going to wait until we have 508 diplomatic power, and then we're going to upgrade diplomatic technology. Right, so we've nearly, I say nearly, we have still nearly, we're very, very close to clearing out all religious revolts in our country, and so things will get stable very, very quickly from now on. I think what we do is we disband this whole army, as the war with France is going to end very soon. We're still only on 9 war score, so we can't do much. We're just going to have to wait until Burgundy decide to peace out. We're on 93% war score, so things cannot really go too bad from this point onwards. We can't... I think we'd be very hard pushed to lose, basically, especially when you have... Well, you can see the numbers for yourself. We have over 100,000 troops, and they have about 15, which, you know, that speaks for itself. As you can see there, France accepted peace with their former enemies Burgundy. Wonderful. So we are not at war now. I think what we do now is we declare war on Munster. After we've maybe hired, I think, 2 regiments of mercenaries. And that will just make sure that we win. Now, We'll group these guys on. We have gained the trade dispute casus belli. So we will go to war with England, as they've just royally peeved us off. We will go to war with England very shortly, but I'm going to declare war on Munster. I don't think we call any allies, to be honest. Oh! Okay, so they are allied with England. That is worrisome. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to end the episode. I'm not quite sure what to do. I will think about it. If you did like the video, please do leave a like. It's very appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.